It's Liz and I.
Oh, hey. It's us. Look at that.
It's Liz and
Oh, hey.
I. Oh, I need
us.
to.
Oh, yeah, I can hear that.
It's Liz and I. Oh, I need
Turn our monitors off. I can hear that.
And it's just going to get funnier. And it's just going to get funnier. All right. There we go.
Perfect.
We got Ableton Live. We got Screen Copy. We got OBS. Do we have any viewers?
We got beer.
Oh. It took me 2 seconds. So we got to figure out what we want to talk about.
It's true. That's kind of the thing.
Somehow I have it set up. Earlier I could see comments in the stream, but I can't see them now.
I can see them. They're over there, though.
Is anybody commenting?
No. Not that I can see, but it's far away.
We got people in
We
there?
got people in there.
Do you recognize anybody?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Yeah, yeah, Larry. We do consider stalkers to be viewers. You count. How's it going?
So Liz had car trouble on the way here.
I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't.
You had car fixing.
I
on the way
had
here.
car fixing that took way too many hours. It took like 8 hours for them to do regular repairs on it. And I took 8 hours to apparently write a paper for a class. So that's what I did today. It was very exciting.
And you got here and we set up all the cameras, set up all the microphones,
Mm-hmm.
and clicked the button, and here we are.
Yeah, did it.
Did it.
Yeah. Did you have a plan on what you wanted to talk about? I think you did, right?
We could talk about the same thing we did last time.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I liked it. It works well.
How many guitarists are there, though?
Yeah.
Actually, there's probably plenty of people with stringed instruments tuned in fourths, and it's pretty applicable to all that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. We could do that. I don't know if do you guys have anything specific you want to talk about? Otherwise, we're just gonna keep talking about weird stuff. So we will talk unless you guys have something specific that you want us to talk about.
I would kill to be able to see chat. Oh wait,
Yeah, I don't know. You should be able to see it.
I'm using hacks. I just opened a browser window.
There you go.
Oh my god, I can't. Should we do that? Should we do the zigzag thing?
Yeah.
All right. We'll do the zigzag thing.
I think it's good.
So, a beautiful diagram of a guitar.
You got a good your radio voice on right now. This here's a beautiful diagram.
Ooh, ah.
Don't make it that. Don't do it.
Should we have chat pick a key to be in?
Sure.
What's everyone's favorite key?
What is your favorite key? Or what would be most useful for you guys to see? And if you don't tell me, A. Okay, got it. We had A.
We want the key of A.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have our open A string. That's an A. Let's find every A on the guitar. 12th fret. Uh-oh. 12th fret, we know that's A. Fifth fret, we got an A. Our two E strings are always the same. We got an A. 2 strings, 2 frets over, that's an A. 2 strings, 2 frets over, that's an A. 7th fret, that's an A. What are we missing? We're missing our B string.
F sharp next. It'll be
A.
easier than A, don't worry.
So that's all of our A's. All right. So, and we're going to pretend that I've drawn this diagram a little bit farther and that we've got an A here and an A. Good enough. All right. How has no one called me on this A right here? This A right here.
You might have. You can't see them.
That's true. That's true. I could just be rolling along while everyone's telling me I'm fucking terrible.
It's true. Yeah. No, I would tell you.
Yeah. Studies have shown.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm just going to connect these two A's with a much straighter line than that. I'm going to connect those two A's like that. Just diagonally connected, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to connect these two A's like that. I'm going to connect these two A's like that. I'm going to connect these two A's like that. I'm going to connect these two, connect these two. If we had another higher string, there would be a A that we could connect that to, and similarly for if we had some hypothetical lower strings. And we end up with a bunch of diagonal lines.
Jesse, why is that helpful? Are you going to tell us?
I'm glad you asked. Let's switch to a full frame of the diagram. Okay, so let's see. Let's pick a color. Purple. So minor scale is a pretty easy fingering. It's pretty symmetrical across the strings.
Mm-hmm.
We could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's make that 8 just 1 again for reasons that will become obvious later. 8 is 1. All right, we're going to copy that. And then this A, we have a fingering now that basically starts at one end of that red line and ends up at the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we can scrunch this up enough that people can see how radiantly gorgeous we are.
It might take a lot of scrunching. I don't know.
All right. Well,
I think
we'll recrop that shot later.
Yeah. Well, I'd put it. It's gonna be easier to read if you keep it the whole screen. I think.
Fine.
Looking at it.
But I'm so beautiful.
I know. Well, the world's not ready. The world's not ready for you, Jesse. Sorry.
All right. So we can take this shape and basically connect any two A's we'd like with it. We can keep going. We can even, if we have an incomplete one here, we could take that fingering and put it there, even though it ends up hanging off the edge of the guitar.
I have a question.
Talk to me.
Would you do it like so? So here we're just using one shape, right? So would and that's probably actually jumping the gun from what I just said. You know what? Never mind. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay. I think I'm a step ahead of where you're going. I'm just gonna leave it where it is.
Yeah, you know that this is the zig shape that goes like it goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
Why did it turn blue? The zig shape that goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also going to have eventually another zag shape.
What? Ooh.
Bow. Something that's worth addressing, though, the elephant in the room is that guitar is tuned stupid.
Yeah.
And that anything we put on these two strings, we're going to have to adjust by a half step. And we're about to encounter that. So I do this and I copy. And if we were to try and put it somewhere like this, boop, anything on these two strings, you have to move up a fret.
It gets silly that way.
Yeah. Guitar, you have to compensate. Any shape that is true across all strings has to be adjusted. I like to think of it like the surface of the water is right here.
Are you gonna do a meditation tape?
And the way.
I can't wait.
and then when you're at the side of a pond and you stick a stick into the water, the refraction makes the stick look like it does that, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the water surface. So guitar just bends things between the G and B strings there.
See, they said you have a meditation voice. I told you.
Is this is I need to figure out those plosives. I need to
You need a
more aggressively put a compressor on this. Is this going to be just a channel people fall asleep
I
to?
mean, it might be, but you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, we're planning on filming like starting at 9 and going
Yeah.
to like 11 or midnight. I
Yeah.
don't know how late.
I don't know what I want to do.
We're totally going to be
Yeah.
fall asleep.
That's okay.
No, that's all right. It's all right.
Hey, man. You know, sometimes it's just easier to learn stuff in your sleep. I don't know. What do you want to do?
All right. So rather than lining the deep one up with an A, I'm going to line the high one up with an A. Like we're descending that shape, right? We're starting at 8 and going 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And that lets us fill this in. And if you haven't guessed, we're going to be able to fill in the entire fingerboard. We're going to be able to nail every note of this scale on every string, on every fret, with one small, easy to learn shape. We hope.
And you just overlaid everything. You did
Wait,
all the
I've
ones
lost the
as
shape.
ones this time. Versus there's no 8s. We're not dealing with any 8s.
What have I done? Sorry, say that again.
It's distracting. The chat is distracting.
I'm so curious. No one's telling me what's going on in chat.
That's-
So
it's
like we
funnier
could
that
be the
way.
most popular girls in school,
There's no way to know.
or everyone could be like, you suck. And
There's no way to know. Is
I would have no idea. You
Mhm.
know, that's probably for the best.
Mm. I'm listening to you, Jessica. Okay, wait. I had a thought. What was it? Oh yeah. So we replaced all the 8s with 1s. We're not counting 8 as 8. We're counting 8 as 1.
I mean, it's the same.
I know, but like as far as like lining things up.
Yeah. If you can see, let me go to the laser pointer. You see this right here. I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 again, because you know it's
Is it recycled?
if you code, it's modulo 7. but
Okay.
don't worry about that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And if we had written 8 there, we could still do this, but all the ones would also have 8s. It would just look messier. It would be 8s and 1s laid over each other.
Sure.
Okay. Enough effing around.
You got it. You're doing it.
Yeah.
We gotta go
Okay.
the other way now. We went one way.
We haven't even finished going one way. Remember, they haven't seen this yet.
Yeah. It's all brand new.
So I'm actually going to line. You know what? I'm going to just grab a subset of this here. I said I'm going to grab a subset. There we go. Align that up with that A. Line this up with this A. Again, because guitar's weird.
Mhm.
It's the same shape. It's just this 4 is moved over, this 5 is moved over, this 6. This. Okay. But we've pretty well proved, I think, that we can fill in the entire guitar with this.
Right.
But then every time I see another one, I'm like, ooh, piece of candy.
Mm. Yeah, so we could just use the one.
Yeah, just the one shape will fill in everything. It gets a little tricky, but let's grab that. Put that there. I guess it's our low string. Let's do this. Get that. Oh, we already did.
I wonder how loud that typing is.
Clickety clackety.
Yeah.
We got Laura May a really nice keyboard,
Mm-hmm.
and every once in a while from the other room I just hear, because she's a fast typer.
Yeah.
I am. One moment. She's a fast typer. I don't know how. Like, I type a fraction, but we got her a really nice clicky keyboard. So every once in a while, it just sounds like there's a machine gun. Just clickety clack. And my heart melts every time.
What? No.
I love her so much.
What? Whoa.
All right.
Cool.
Back to diagrams.
Back to diagram.
All right. Shall we zag?
Yes, we should zag.
Should we? Does chat want me to put zag on top of this diagram? Or should we start a new diagram from scratch and zag on that one?
I'm going to say, looking at it, it's pretty busy as it is.
Pretty busy?
It's going to be hard to read putting something else on top of that, I think.
God. Oh, look at this. We have a previous lesson here with zig and zag.
Hey.
Shh, don't look.
Shh, don't do it.
Secret. It's a secret. It just turned into an ASMR channel.
It did. It took 0 time at all.
All right. Okay. I thought it was going to be hard to replicate this, but it's not. I just have to be brave enough to delete a couple of things. Was anyone here to see our cool intro?
Probably not. I don't know. Did you guys see it? It was really good.
Yeah.
It was super good.
I put some Go-Go Penguin on there for people that haven't heard Go-Go Penguin.
And then we dicked around for a minute and tried to figure out what was working and what wasn't working.
Did anyone in chat see it?
Oh, yes.
Is there anyone in chat?
There are people in chat.
Oh.
Yeah. There are people more than just me and Laura May actually in chat.
Oh, dang.
Which is pretty cool.
Do you guys want to see our Please Stand By?
You can just show them our Please Stand By in the middle of this lesson right
Oh,
now.
yeah. I'm proud of it. I was like, how am I going to start the stream
I should show you the ones that I made.
without them seeing us like hooking cameras up and stuff?
Yeah, I should show you the ones that I did. I did a whole deck. I did a whole stream deck for a project at school where I designed a whole bunch of those.
Where were you?
You didn't talk to me about it. I don't know. There was Liz. I did the thing. What do you want to do? Yeah.
I'm showing it to. Here we go. All right. They should be able to see us again.
Okay. Cool.
That was Go-Go Penguin. It's a really good band.
They're a pretty good band.
Corey might be in chat.
Oh, yeah?
I saw Go-Go Penguin with Laura May and Monica and Corey.
Oh, nice.
It's life-changing.
Very cool. Hey, Jesse, what was the most life-changing band you've seen in the past 10 years?
I got hit in the head really hard at a Primus concert.
Like
that
like literally or okay.
that concussion might.
There we go. I was like, if it's not literally, I'm gonna be really upset.
I was never really the same.
When was that?
I was a teenager.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Zag.
Yeah.
We're zagging. Oh, let's boop. Okay. So here's one. And then there's this octave that string players always neglect, which is that. 3 strings and 3 frets.
What is that?
An octave.
Got it. Well, I'm looking at the lines. I don't know. You gotta.
Let me pick up my thing I just dropped. Let me play this for a second. Before we go on to Zag, let's actually practically see what this looks like.
Love that.
Okay. We're going to go back. Oh my God. How have I lost that part of the
What? What did you do?
I don't know. We need a page that we are experiencing minor technical difficulties.
I'll make one for us.
All right. There we go. We have the technology to fix this.
Hey, here it goes.
Paste? No. We'll do Zag later. We're zigging now.
We're still zigging? Okay, we're
zigging
seeing
now.
zigging in action is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got this shape here, right? Which is 1, 2, 3 on a string. How does this sound?
It sounds good.
Nice, okay. The next string, 4, 5, 6. The next string, 7, 8. Or 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And that's still our happy 1 octave box.
Yeah. And I happen to be doing it in A. So, but
What'd you do now?
I accidentally clicked that, but it's perfect.
For yourself. I enjoyed that greatly. That was
We're doing it. You did it.
You did it.
All right.
That's for everyone here.
All right. So then, right?
You want to go back to your hands?
Yeah. Good call. So this is the lace pointer. Bass has a low string. I probably should get a guitar. I suppose I
You want
could.
this?
I could get a guitar for this moment,
You
couldn't
could.
I?
Do you want? Right here.
You could do it.
I could do it.
We don't have a close up on your hands yet.
No.
We haven't cropped that shot.
That's true.
Put it on the to-do list.
Okay. Did it. You did it.
You did it. Okay. We're not messing around.
We're good fine.
We're
Okay,
just
wait.
we're gonna do this.
We're noodling in
This
the
is
same.
Nay on a bass. Trust me. For guitarists,
It's the same.
trust me. On a 5-string bass, this is Nay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, starting from that A. Or this is another A because we connected, right? 1 to 1, A to A, like we did on the diagram. And we can do an incomplete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if we had another string, 7, 8.
All same shape.
Yeah. We could even descend a zig from here. We don't get the low string of it. We could go to this A. Right? We could go to this A. We go to this A. We go to this A. Opens just another string.
But Jesse, what if I wanted to change that shape somehow with what I already have on the fretboard?
I'm glad you asked. Yeah. Okay. I think that we've kind of explained how we've got this shape zig. And if you write down every A on your fingerboard, you can start and end this on sets of A's and basically fill up the whole fingerboard with this fingering.
Mhm.
Let's zag.
Wait, but what if, like I'm saying, like looking at the diagram you have, right? What if you wanted to do using that same shape that's there, but combining the shapes that are there?
Oh, so you're saying what if we wanted to connect two zigs in a controversial way? Yeah. I love that. There's 3 good ways to do that. There is a string change equals a fret skip. There's pivot using the half step box. And then what is the third way? There's a third good way, I know it.
Sorry, what was the first one?
A string change equals a fret skip.
Okay.
And then there's pivoting using the half step box.
What if you're ending
Oh,
up...
no. Pivoting using the half step box is going to get you from zig to zag.
Yeah, but what if you use okay, I have a system for it. I'm just thinking about like reevaluating the shape that's there. Like,
For the record, I want it to be known that I am wearing pajamas today.
that's true. They're cute ones.
They've got kitty cats on.
They do. Are you worried that people are like, he's not wearing pajamas?
What kind of fucking slumber party?
I'm fucking so mad about it.
Throwing shit. Oh, sorry. Throwing things. family.
I don't even know what the rules are.
I don't
have
know.
no idea.
We've already got ourselves demonetized. It doesn't matter anymore.
Killed my audio.
Give up.
See
Sorry,
Hold on.
I interrupted you as you were having a thought.
what's being said. Hold on, I'm gonna read the thing. We got hi Hunter. I miss you. Does the cage system fit into this visualization system for you, or does that totally replace it?
To do. We're gonna once we have Zag, we're gonna touch on how if you alternate between Zig and Zag, you are necessarily using the cage system, but not needing to think nearly as hard about it. You don't have to be acutely aware of this is a G form
But
or this is an E form.
But you need Zag to do that.
You need Zag to do that.
Right.
Zig and Zag summed together turn into the cage system.
But I want to know. Okay, I can just show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I can just show you what I'm talking about. If I can like fit.
Yeah, this isn't Music Theory Jesse party.
Are
This
you
is
sure?
show me stuff.
No, I'm just saying. Like, so if you're like, can you throw your diagram back over there a little bit so I can see what it is?
Sure. Diagram. Okay.
Can you fix it so I can see it farther down? Thank you. Cool. Yeah.
Like that?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So if we're looking at that same shape, we're looking at that, right? So if I wanted to rethink it and combine those two shapes, I could think about it like.
Can I switch to a shot that's the diagrams and
Yeah.
both of us?
Yeah.
So that
Oh my god. Space is a thing over here. Yeah.
I just realized YouTube could be cropping this to a different aspect ratio, and there could be parts of this diagram people don't see. But
I mean, I'm looking at it like.
We're good.
Yeah, I don't know what you're looking at because I can't see what you're looking at. But I know what I can see.
I'm looking at OBS and Ableton Live and a few terminal
That's a
windows.
lot of other things. Yeah.
And a tablet and a Stream Deck and a Push 3 and an audio interface.
Yeah. So all of those things are not that. Jesse's done a lot of work for this, by the way. Like, if you can't tell, I'm gonna give him some mad kudos for this because he's been working really hard. And all of the stuff we set up is really cool, and it's Jesse's fault, and it's great.
Thank you, Bako Bits.
You're welcome.
Let's do a lot of these and talk about music a lot.
Yeah.
And anybody in chat, if you want to come talk about music, come hang out, and we'll talk about music until we get too tired, and then you just fall asleep in this room.
It's really warm in here, just a heads up, because this light is really hot.
I am never going to financially recover from the light because we did a test stream one time, and we made sure no one was watching so that we could basically stress test this setup. And I'm using like a $20 light, and it looked fine. And then we could not figure out how to light Liz. So my solution was to buy like it's so much.
It's really expensive.
Should I move the camera so
then
people can?
You have to put it back where it is if you want to do it.
Trust me, there's a huge soft box over there and a 300-watt light, and
again, very warm, very warm.
Yeah. My goal for this channel is not to ever make any money. Just please God, let me make enough to pay for that light.
We'll be here for years and years and years and years. Yeah. Anyway, I thought that I had to finish.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So we were working on that one shape, right? But if I want to go combine those two shapes, I can think about it instead of
which two shapes?
Sorry, it's one shape, but my brain jumped to two shapes. If I want to reestablish a shape based on what we only have one, the Zig is the only thing we're working on with right now.
Yeah.
Right. So I could go backwards, and I could say, okay, so if my one was here, But
yeah, you're in A. You're in A now. You're in the diagram now.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but if I wanted to go back here, and now I can think about going backwards,
That's Zag.
but that's already what we have. It's already there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a bit of meta information in this chart at this point, right? We have filled the entire chart, every string, every fret, with all of our possibilities. But we did that by superimposing a restricted thing over the fingerboard, right? This thing we superimposed over the fingerboard kind of assumes that this shot is cropped wrong. It kind of assumes that we're starting on our index, right, and ending on our ring finger. We could put our pinky on a 1 and play through the notes that are in this diagram, but so far all we're doing is proving that we can fill up the fingerboard with this one fingering, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah. I guess it's already in there. It's just a matter of if you're labeling it or not.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So, God, I need to put a compressor on there. There's a
plosives.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. We have filled the fingerboard with possibilities. We could do, if we wanted to, we could go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and have 4 notes to a string, right? We can once we filled up the fingerboard, we can extract all sorts of shapes out of that. But we're going to prove that you can be extremely efficient and play everything under your hand with just 2 of them. And then
you can just do it with one of them.
You can just do it with one of them.
Yeah.
That's right. But then you're not, if you have 2 shapes, if you have the zig shape and the zag shape, we're really drawing out the suspense on the zag shape.
What's it gonna be now?
What's it gonna be?
How are we gonna know?
If you have those 2 shapes, you can tell someone any string, or you can tell somebody to put their hand on any fret and then give them a key, and they never have to move more than 1 fret to get a zig or a zag under their hand.
Pretty neat.
Which, if you just had zig, you would be more confined. You'd have to jump farther. And so many guitarists can only think an octave this direction, right? Zag connects an octave
the other way.
Sorry. Right, that is zag. Zig goes this way, a diagonal line like this. And zag is going to be that way, a diagonal line like that. And it looks bigger and stretchier, but when you actually superimpose a scale over it, it ends up being inherently no more stretchy than the zig was. But guitarists favor this shape because the octave itself is less stretchy. But when you actually play a scale fingering, you're extending another half step past that. Okay. I think it's time. It's time for zag.
You got to subscribe for it.
Yeah.
That was what Hunter said.
Hunter's
got her back.
Wait.
We got to push the button.
We have memes that we've programmed in. Yeah. I think that's the meme for that. Okay.
You got it? Good. Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay. Zag, zag, zag. Zag, zag, zag. You know what? I'm going to put zag over the same diagram because it it will prove that we really can.
You can just circle what's there. You can circle what's there already, because it'll get tricky to see, I think. But do we want? Never mind. Do we want? I don't know.
It's just going to put 4s over 4s and 5s over 5s. 6, 7, 1. Better 1. I can do it. So that one goes that way. Right. This is zag. There's one. Oh, wait. I'm like drawing, and no one can see the diagram.
Nope.
Pretend you were watching me draw zag.
This is watch Jesse draw diagrams. There's a delay. I can't see. I look at my.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so there's zag. It basically connects the octave the other way. Zig, zag. One diagonal line, one diagonal arrow connecting octaves, another diagonal arrow connecting octaves. Okay. So we've got, yeah, we need to work on, oh, we actually don't need this. Yeah. So they're pretty identical. Hand a diagram. They're pretty identical, right? That's zig. That's zag. Zig, zag. Zig, zag. Oh, I should move the diagram. I'll get better. Trust me, guys. Right, one on its own string. Let's talk about zag for a second. Actually, let's revisit zig. Zig was 1, 2, 3 on a string. 4, 5, 6 on a string. 7, 8 on a string. And zag is going to be 1 all on its own. The next string is 2, 3, 4. The next string is 5, 6, 7. The next string is 8. By the way, these shapes lend themselves to different embellishments, right? If you're in zag, 3 hammer pull off a 4. Right? But in this shape, that would be across strings. So these shapes have different advantages and disadvantages as far as the available embellishments.
So Jesse, if I wanted to practice shapes like this, what is a nice way of doing that?
Practice shapes like this.
So aside from like, say I know those two shapes, right? Which
Okay.
I know those two shapes. But I'm trying to get better at connecting all of those bits together.
Yeah.
What is a good way of looking at that?
Let's do what we've done. Let's fill the fingerboard here with zag.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's look at a much cleaner version of this.
Okay.
A cleaner, easier, de Grok version of this that will make it more obvious how we're allowed to flow. And that same diagram is going to address what Hunter brought up, which is how this is related to the cage system.
Cool.
Okay. Cool. Copy. And we don't have to do much. We'll just proof of concept it here. The purple was all zig, and I have just lined up a zag perfectly on top of it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably enough to prove that. We'll do one more random one here. We'll do one here. Off of this one. Right. And let's we'll do a little more. I always say like, oh no, we won't do, but then I get so excited to fill in diagrams.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, by the way, if you like actually try to draw these out yourself, I have somehow resized that. What have I done?
I don't know. What do you? Yeah.
God. Okay. Paste.
I by the way, I did this for a student the other day, and it was like, I was like, man, I wish I had a tablet. I didn't have a tablet with me. And I was like, oh my god, this is so annoying to do without this use of this thing.
It's a little annoying to do with a tablet.
Yeah. Well, it's just like handy to be able to pick up the whole shape and move it.
But yeah, so we just took Zag and we set it on a couple of spots. And if we had started with that green diagram Zag, we could have just as easily filled up the whole finger with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So am I going to be able to copy this? Copy without magically... I have to put a line to have a place to paste. It drives me insane. Okay. And now we can delete this. I'm not deleting this diagram somehow. Okay, good.
You need a template.
Yeah. Okay. We have a nice, beautiful, clean diagram here. Should we stay in the key of A? Should we go to a different key? How are people feeling?
I don't know. Guys, let us know if you want a different key or the same spot. What's more helpful? Wait 3 million years.
Yeah, I even set it to low latency,
Yeah,
but there's still a little bit of a...
Do. If you don't say anything, we're probably just going to put it in the same key. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe everyone's gone.
I want to put... Hunter, I want to put you in charge of all of the things. I can't even read, though, what that says.
Hey.
Roll a d12.
Oh, shit, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, where are they? You don't have any in here, do you?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah, there you are.
I got
okay.
3 right here. Shit. I got 2 right here.
Perfect.
D12. C is 12 o'clock. We are in the key of 2. Key of D.
Ooh.
We're going to do the key of D here. Okay. Get this diagram back. Okay. This is a D on the guitar. So is this. So is this. So is this. You know, that's another episode, is how to quickly find notes. Because there's super duper tricks to finding notes without having to memorize your entire fingerboard.
Nice.
I was confused for a second about where the next D was, and then I forgot I have a D string. Okay.
It's the little things.
Yeah, okay. All right. And I think we're allowed to do both end diagrams here and fit everything we're doing so that people can see. They can admire our splendor. Okay. Zig was red in the last diagram, I think.
No, we were like purplish and bluish looking.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
You could probably go for brighter colors.
Yeah. What color do you want? Let's do one of these 5. Oh wait, you can't see my color bigger.
No.
We'll do red.
Okay.
Okay. Connecting like that, right? That is zig. This is zig. This is zig. You could descend a zig or ascend a zig, even if it's incomplete. And fit a complete zig in here. You could descend this one. You could ascend this one. You've got a complete one here. You could ascend. You could descend. we have filled the fingerboard with zigs. Let's do zags. Zags are feeling purple to me right now.
Good. Can you still see any music, like the colors?
Oh. Are we gonna? Is it tangent time again already?
Hey, I'm noodling over here. I can do 3 things at once.
So there's 3 primary colors: red, blue, and yellow. There's between those combinations of those. If we're talking paint, light's way different. But if you're talking paint, there's 3 secondary colors, right? Blue and red mixed together is purple. Yellow and blue is green. Yellow and red is orange. So you've got these 3 primary colors, and then you've got 3 secondary colors in between them. If you mix an adjacent primary and secondary color, you get a tertiary color. So if you have orange and red, and you mix those together, you've got vermilion. You've got like reddish orange. Yellow and green is chartreuse. Chartreuse.
Named for the color named for the liquor, yeah?
Yeah, I think the color's named after the liquor.
Yeah. Who came up with that? Like, it was just, we made this color. We're gonna keep making this liquor, so I guess we might as well make a crayon that's called this. Like,
oh yeah, huh?
Right? Like, try to explain that to
There's
some
crayons
kid.
that are literally named after booze, and that's why we're allowed.
See, it's science, really, if you think about it.
Anyway, so the 6 primary and secondary colors, in between each of those is a tertiary color. 12. That's how many notes you have. So you can assign basically a color to every chromatic pitch. And I realized roughly if you wrap that spectrum around the circle of fifths, things that are dissonant, like tritones and minor seconds and major seconds, are across the circle and will be clashing colors like purple and yellow. But things that are right next to each other, like a fifth, right, then you've got red and you've got orange and vermilion right next to each other. You've got very similar colors being consonant intervals. And then you've got clashing colors being dissonant intervals. So I wrote something that it was an oscillator that would randomly switch between whichever pitches I turned on and off. Right? I had a few octaves of pitches, and I could toggle any one of those pitches on and off, and it would randomly jump between those notes. And that oscillator had 8 or so overtones, so I could actually fine tune the timbre. And it would basically jump between those notes and flash the colors. And then I made 4 of those so that I could have 4 of them flashing at me at the same time. And I lived to it for, God, I don't think it was weeks. I think it was just days.
That'd be a long time.
But yeah, I basically had it on all the time, trying to break my brain and give myself synesthesia. And I got to where I could see yellow. Sorry.
Whoa, hey.
Yeah. I got to where I could hear yellow.
What note was it?
A flat.
It would be.
Fucking yellow.
Right? Think about it.
I like how you have equal contempt for yellow and A flat. Arbitrary.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? We get a saxophone. Like, what else is it for? Oh my God, I want to do that one. I want to do a lesson in like why other instruments are in keys. When we think about certain instruments being in keys versus like C instruments. Not right now.
Dude, let's wrap the fuck out of Zig and Zag and then talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I still have the Git repo if anyone wants to deploy this thing on there.
Give yourself synesthesia.
Yeah. If anyone wants to make themselves there is the cool thing about it is when you wrap the spectrum around the circle of fifths. The pitches on the circle of fifths, B, E, A, D, G, C, F, are all consecutive, and those are the notes of the C major scale, right?
Mm-hmm.
So any key is just an arc somewhere along the side of that circle. And it'll be like reds and purples and blues. So there'll be a key that has this color palette, and there would be keys that were like bright yellows and greens. There were keys that were fall colors. And of course I had transpose buttons where as this thing was flashing at me, I could push a button and it would transpose it up a half step and the whole palette would change. And it like started to feel like what it must feel like to have perfect pitch, where, you know, a key actually
like is a thing.
has a feeling.
Does anybody have perfect pitch that is here? Out of curiosity.
No, Evan has perfect pitch.
Pat's got perfect pitch.
Patrick has perfect pitch.
I don't know if they're in here though.
Pat's perfect pitch is fucking on point.
Yep.
Evan's too. They're both so good.
Finish the thing.
You're right.
Yeah, finish the thing.
We're just friends with so many
You're all so
amazingly
cool,
talented people.
It's just really ridiculous.
I love guys. I love you all so much. Okay. Let's
finish the thing.
Finish the thing. Okay. So we can zag to some hypothetical D that doesn't we don't have a string for. All right, we could do an incomplete one there, incomplete one, incomplete one, incomplete. Oh, we can actually connect those two. So we end up with this diagonal lattice over the top of a square grid of strings and frets. And anywhere that you could possibly choose, so we're in the key of D, anywhere you could possibly choose to put your hand on the fingerboard, you have a zig or a zag under it. Always. Within a fret.
Mm-hmm. You could probably say even for the I tend to think like for the most part, no matter what you're playing, you're probably a half step away from what you want if you're not where you want to be.
Yeah.
It's like you can be wrong for like a second, but it's right there. Yeah.
So that very crowded diagram we drew earlier, that's not what I'm thinking when I play. I'm thinking these roots and connecting them with zigs and zags.
Are you thinking about target notes?
Yeah, sure. So let's see if I can laser pointer and talk into a mic and play a bass all at the same time. Okay. This D right here is right there on my bass. Right? I'm gonna do this zig. Right? I don't have these strings at all because I'm a bass and I have an extra string down here. But don't worry about it. So that's this zig. If I was gonna do this zag, my pinky ends up on that D. Right? Here's a D right here. I could zag that. That same D, I could zig it. Right? And so then the ways that you can get around are you can pivot using this box that box right there and this box right here are the same box. So if you want to free up further and say like, okay, I'm playing zig and zag, but I don't want to have to play 8 notes of zig or 8 notes of zag to get to the next spot. I can start on this D right here. Right, we are actually, let me start on a nicer way to demonstrate it. We're going to start on that D right there in zig, right? And then there's that box. If I then move my hand up and put that under my under my index and middle fingers, I'm in this zag. So I can freely kind of pivot between them. Right, I'm in zig, I'm in zag, I'm in zig, zag, zig, zag, zig. Another way is both zig and zag can be broken apart, and a string change equals a fret skip in scales that don't have consecutive half steps or augmented seconds or anything like that. Just a normal scale that's all whole steps and half steps. You're probably not changing strings on a half step. So as you change strings, that's going to be a whole step. So I can be this zig, a string change equals a fret skip, right? That string, that string, that string, that string, that string, that string. So I can be in this zig, fret skip, and then I'm in a different zig. And then if I were to pivot on the box, now I'm in a zag that's halfway in between them. And I'm free to float around the neck. And all that floating around the neck is 2 small shapes. That's it. It's 2 small shapes and knowing where your roots are. And you can just flow and float around the entire neck. You're totally liberated to go any string, any fret, up, down, anywhere you want to go.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think the loose ends we have is what Hunter said.
Mm-hmm.
And then why instruments are different keys, which is
or whatever you want to talk about.
A totally different subject, but I think
totally
I think that's a great subject. Okay. So basically, let's go full diagrams mode again here. Let's go here. And we're on a laser pointer. The caged fingerings are if you zig and zag. And we've done all this in minor. We could have chosen Mixolydian. We could have chosen Dorian.
Yeah.
We could have chosen major.
Although
everything has its own zig and zag, and if you subscribe at the highest tier, I will show you all of the zigs and zags.
Well, like if you look at them, so I did this with a major scale the other day out of curiosity because we did it with minor before. That's what I used the first time I taught it. And it like the overlap. I'm trying to remember what the overlap in it is. It's a different overlap. Like if you wanted to do the little box you get from a natural minor.
Isn't it cool how it can just change to our faces without push a button? I have a confession. I just bought this Stream Deck that lets me change, and then like days later they released a newer one with more buttons and knobs. And I started a return.
It's
this
all
one.
about
I love it. So I'm sorry, little Stream Deck, but the new one has more buttons and knobs.
It's about priorities.
Sorry. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
I'm so sorry. Oh, you were talking about how you tried to do this with a major scale.
Well, like thinking about the overlap, right? Where you have you're talking about the box in this particular shape, right? That you can use. That box looks different in a major scale, and I'm trying to remember if I even remembered what the overlap is. I didn't
Oh
draw it down.
yeah. You're right. You're right.
It doesn't work quite as neatly.
It doesn't
because,
work.
yeah.
Both major scale fingerings break that box.
Yeah. So you can't use that to noodle around in it the same
Yeah,
way.
you're right. But like it'll get to be like you're playing in the zig and zag of major for so long that as you play across a zig and zag, you'll recognize a box. And you know if you've got that box. Let's go back to the diagram for a second so people know what we mean by the box. Right? You've got this box right here. Right? As you fill the fingerboard with the major scale, it's zigs and zags. Even though the major scale, the boxes aren't quite as clean, they'll still manifest when you add everything together, and you can still use them to pivot. And any box you have, you can guarantee I've got a box. This must be a whole step, and this must be a whole step. This must be a whole step. This must be a whole step. Which is basically how you get around. You say, I have a box, and it's under my ring and pinky finger, and the whole step is my index. Or I put the box under my index and middle, and then that whole step becomes my pinky. Let me demonstrate that. You're here, right? Your box is under those two fingers, and then this is your whole step. But then you pivot up and you put the box here, and then this is your whole step. So that's me pivoting across that box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And major, the zig of major.
Put it on your diagram up in your hole.
Thank you for keeping me.
See your whole screen.
Oh, you're right.
Flip it.
So I'm conflicted about returning this. Financially, I think I probably should. But if I didn't, there would be a second one for you to push buttons on.
That is true. I do like to push buttons.
There would be a second one for you to push buttons on.
I do like to push buttons.
So
that is true.
When I'm like doing,
I can just be
when
like,
I'm like,
stop it.
when I'm like, hey, Liz, blah, 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 and people are like, what is he doing up there? You can be like, poop.
Though again, it's delayed over here, so it's still.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I HDMI to another monitor, so you basically have the episode 0 latency in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to stress test that so that
we're working on it.
Yeah, so that we make sure my computer doesn't choke on rendering all this on a second monitor while it's also running OBS and Ableton Live and.
I had just a really weird deja vu just now of that exact sentence. And I remembered a moment in my life where I was learning a bunch of AV stuff. And I remember hearing that sentence and going, wow, I understood everything that was just said. That was really weird. Okay, anyway, that's fine.
You were telling me to push this button.
I was.
That's where we were at.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, push that button.
I wish I could tell how many people are in the chat, but I can't. I know there are people in there because I can see them talk when they talk, but I can't.
Are there still people talking and saying things?
No, but I can't tell if people are still in there and there's quiet or not. I have no idea.
Well, it's all right. I'm having fun. and this is going to be, YouTube's going to save this. So,
true. That's
true. Even if there's people not actively in there right now.
Oh, there are 11 watching. Thank you.
Wait, what?
Somebody said there were 11 watching. Thank you for that.
Nice.
Aw, you're listening to your genius. That's so nice, you guys.
Aw.
That's cool. Okay. That's nice.
Aw, we love you guys.
We love you too.
I love you, chat.
Yeah.
Oh wait, see, we need more buttons. I love
You're
you
getting.
I love you guys.
You need more programmable buttons, is what you're telling me.
That's right.
Because there's not enough meme in in your curtain buttons. Your did it.
We can't. I don't know why, but I felt compelled to program in this quote from.
Whoa. Did you get that?
Ableton Live.
Uh-oh.
One moment.
I hear you.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to restart Ableton Live.
It was the memes is what happened.
Yeah.
We got too excited.
Okay, so.
I don't. Well, since you guys are here though, what is there anything you guys want to know about? Yeah.
Still have to get to what Hunter said.
Oh yeah, right. Never mind. Hold on, Hunter. We got you. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. So, basically, diagram. If you alternate between zigging and zagging, it is going to be one of the caged forms. There's 5 caged forms named C, A, G, E, and D. Which one is it? Don't worry too much. I'll write it down, but just zig and zag. Don't stress. So this one right here, I zig and then I zag. That is the E form. Because I zigged on E. And then we've got this one here. We zig and zag, back and forth. Zigzag, back and forth. This one is the A form. We zigged on A. We got another one here. Oh, and when I mean on the E string and on the A string. So here is zag, zigzag.
Yeah. This
is the D form because we zigged on the D.
Oh, okay.
String.
You're talking about the pivot point.
String. I'm talking about
the point where it turns back around.
I'm talking about this zig right here. What string am I starting on?
You're starting on the E string there.
Yeah, I zigged off E, so it's the E form.
Yeah, okay.
This right here is zig. What string am I starting off of?
The delay. there's A.
A string, right? I zigged off A. That's the A form.
Okay. Okay, so it's not where it turns, it's where it starts.
Yeah, here's D, right? I'm zigging off the D string. There's the D form.
Excellent. Okay.
And then it gets a little more confusing for zag. Or for the other forms. You could say, could you say that? Yeah. Yeah, you actually could. You could say if I zigged off my G string, I'm, right? I zigged off this string. I'm playing the G form. G. But I don't really think of that as zigging off G. I think of it as zag. You know what? I'm gonna change colors for this. What haven't we used? Green. The G form, I think of it as zagging. Zagging off of E. Right, that's kind of how my brain categorizes the G form.
Off of the E string. Off of the E string.
Yeah, zagging off of E is the G form.
Why again? I had you until that happened, and now I'm confused.
Well, it's also zigging off the G string. But I'm a bass player, so I'm looking at those deep strings more often.
Right. Again, so it's where it's starting from is what.
Yeah,
I'm hearing.
Yeah, we've got zag right here, and we happen to start from the E string, right? It just that's how it panned out. That's just what it did.
Gotcha.
Don't worry too much about it.
Just try to clarify some stuff.
So this is a zag. This is zig zag zig, and we zagged off of what string? Or sorry, yeah, we zagged off what string here?
We zagged off of A.
Yeah. So if we if we zag off, I didn't give myself enough room. Zag off of the A string. I hate that all of these are slightly different how I line graphed them.
It's on graph paper.
Yeah. That's the C form. And that's why the cage system is called the cage system. It's not arbitrary. It's the order of the forms as they show up.
Right.
And I suppose people are wondering, why did I even call it a C form or an A form? If you play the zig and the zag of major chords and you build all of this up, you end up playing the shape of every major chord, right? Here is this, this. That's how it pans across, right? That is the shape of an E chord. But that's an E form, right? As we do this, here we do this, right? We play major chords across this. That's the shape of an A.
Mm-hmm.
And this. That's the shape of a C chord. So they're kind of named after the chords that interlock with them.
Right.
And we could prove that, but I don't know if our viewers have the patience for more of that. We should probably.
I think it's a good.
We should probably lighten it up a little bit at this point.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good.
Wait. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You were talking about why instruments are in different keys?
Yeah.
Good question. There's good answers to it.
Yeah.
I used to think it was really dumb that they were transposing instruments.
I mean,
why not just, right? Like every instrument, I'm playing a C on the saxophone. It's coming out as an E flat. Why wouldn't I call it an E flat?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you on that one.
I no longer think that. I no longer think that's dumb.
Tell me about what changed your mind, Jesse.
There's a couple of things. Like, who's to say as guitarists and bass players that we're right about what a C is? Right?
Well, considering, well, that's a whole other.
Like, we're concert pitch, right? We're
Right.
a concert pitch C, but like,
I was like,
someone had to decide that A 440 was a concert pitch A.
Considering we've averaged everything, and
Yeah.
as we know, that's only one set of tuning that's
Yeah.
all out of tune anyway. Yeah,
Actually,
good point.
actually, the was it Baroque? Back we changed concert pitch like a couple of cents every once in a while
Mm-hmm.
to brighten things up,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like a string that is ever so slightly tighter is ever so slightly brighter. So you tune this violin up. Also, if everyone in the orchestra is tuned to this and you're tuned up a cent, you're gonna
sound brighter. Yeah,
you're gonna sound brighter. So
it's kind of like just music cheating.
yeah.
It's
So
music cheating a little bit.
everything is creeping up, and A is here today. A is here today, but in the Baroque period, A was that far lower,
Mhm.
right? You can't take a Baroque violin and tune it to concert pitch today. It's
Let's
not
see.
designed for it.
It's already broke.
Hey.
Hey.
Shit.
You do
Yeah.
it? Okay. Good.
Here we crash. Yeah, so if you took a Baroque violin, its concert pitch, it would match a saxophone today,
Right.
a B flat saxophone.
Right.
Right. But that's not really my reasoning for not hating it anymore. Like, that's just kind of a pedantic, like, well, who's even right? Like,
Who's to say?
who's to say? Who's right?
Who's to say,
Right.
really?
Like, that's kind of overly pedantic. The real reason is I don't want to relearn all the fingering.
On a bass?
Okay, let's say you started on flute
Okay.
and you've got the main playing fingers, right, are generally these three on your left hand and these four
Mhm.
on your right. And it goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C on most woodwinds. C, D, F, G, A, B, C. You hit the octave key and you're back to C, D, F, G, C,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you spend 5 years learning that this is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay.
Mhm.
And then you decide you want to switch to soprano saxophone. And then this is B flat, D, E, right? Sorry, B flat, D, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat.
My
I can
saxophone, I
spell,
do not have
I
saxophone
swear I
fingerings
can
in my
spell a
head.
B flat major scale. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, right?
Yeah.
Right? Those are the notes that come out. But why would you make somebody relearn all the fingerings when you can just write their music in a different key?
Okay. That part would make more sense than than otherwise.
But then you might ask, well, why not just make the soprano saxophone ever so slightly smaller and put it in the key of C? Okay.
Not a bad bet.
So now we've got a soprano saxophone in the key of C. It's going to sound different, right? Because like the formants on a smaller tube are, right? It's just going to have, like, if you sing a very deep note and I sing a very high note and we sing the same note as each other,
Mm-hmm.
high in my voice and low in yours, people can still tell the difference between our voices because the
Right.
profile of the overtone series and our voices and the formants and all that are different between us.
Right.
Right. So a smaller saxophone is just going to sound more bright and shrill a little bit, less warm. Right. So, okay, our soprano saxophone really doesn't sound like a soprano saxophone anymore. It sounds really close because B flat and C are really close. But if you want it to sound like a soprano saxophone, you have to be in its key. But okay, we took our soprano saxophone, we made it a little smaller. It's in the key of C. That's fine. We take our tenor saxophone, we make it a little bit smaller, and now it's in the key of C. There's actually a C melody saxophone that is that key. It's a C saxophone in that key. Anyway, cool. So we've got our soprano and our tenor both in the key of C. What do you tune the alto to?
We already got C.
unless it's here or here, it's gonna be different, right? Right. Tenor is now C, D, E, F, G, B, C, and soprano C, D, F, G, B, C. But if you want a saxophone that's halfway in between the two,
right,
you want an alto.
You need it somewhere else.
It has to start and end on something other than C, because you don't have any more C's in between those two C's.
Right.
So, with the current profile of saxophones, bass, baritone, tenor, alto, soprano, you necessarily have to have some of them transposing, or make everybody learn new fingerings. When I'm holding this saxophone, I get to go C, D, E, F, G, B, C, but I was on a tenor, now I'm playing an alto. I have to completely relearn the song.
Mm-hmm.
I have to completely relearn all the notes of the song.
Yeah, it's like, so.
Actually, no, they have to relearn the notes of the song anyway.
Yeah.
But I have to relearn where all the notes are on my instrument, which is harder to do probably and less intuitive than to learn the song in another key.
Right. We have we have a lot of accordion friends, right? We have people who play accordion.
Yeah.
And the idea that button accordions are in a key, right? There you've got a G, D, G accordion. Oh God.
This is a great example, by the way.
Yeah. I got ideas. Yeah. So you have accordions which can play in certain keys, right?
Yeah.
And so say someone's playing on like let's use a B flat, E flat might be a thing. I'm not quite sure about that. But if you're using like a B flat accordion, right? They're going, oh well, people say, oh, we can play with horns now because you're playing a B flat accordion, but that's not right because you're still playing your B flat.
Assuming the horns are playing a B flat, they can play chromatically. They can play
right. So it's like only the amount of notes you have available. So like playing on a box like that, you only have like, here are the notes I have. Those notes are still concert notes. They're not saying you're in. It's not the same as saying you're in a key that's changing how we're thinking about what C is.
The zen of it is the same though. Like, you've got a button accordion and how the notes are laid out. Like, I'm pushing this key and you're talking about one of those French button accordions, right? I'm pushing this note and I'm pulling the bellows out and it's this note. When I switch to this key and start pulling the bellows in, I'm used to that being a whole step or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want that to change when you pick up a new accordion, right? Like,
but it will, because you have to.
Well, the accordions that are in one key, all of the patterns, you learn them. You pick up a button accordion in a different key, and you play it, and the song comes out just in a different key.
Right.
But all your fingerings are the same.
Right. But but I'm saying when people talk about like I'm using specifically a B flat example for this because we're talking about horns, and like to say that, oh, you can play with horns as a B flat box. It's not. You're not changing how you read music, right? If I were reading music on a B flat accordion, I'm still like my. That's the way I've been thinking about phrasing.
I don't know enough about button accordions.
Frankly, I don't either. But like it's basically the collection of notes you have to pull from, right? You're not like saying like a horn, like a trumpet, right? You unroll a trumpet, blow into it, makes a B flat, right? A B flat instrument that has like we're thinking about B flat as its C, versus a button accordion where you're basically saying I have a piano and I took these notes and now I play those.
Sorry, I'm swimming to try and keep up.
Is it weird? I don't know.
I'm
probably wrong about all of it, frankly.
No, you're probably making sense. I'm just ADD. Keep at me. Keep at me.
Hold on. So, let's see. What is? I want to read what's over here.
Is Hunter our most loyal fan?
Hunter, it's so nice to hear from you.
God, I'm supposed to have chat in OBS. Like,
Let's see.
not working.
Okay, so Hunter says zigs and zags are the same, but C is still C instead of C equaling B flat. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Is that because the patterns are the same, but the notes that we have to choose from are different, right? Like we were not changing the way we play a tune. You could put any box of any key in somebody's hands, and if they know the tune, they'll be able to play that tune.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the notes they're playing are different because the notes they have to pick from are different.
Yeah.
It's not saying that like when a trumpet reads a key, like reads a piece written for a C instrument, they have to do some legwork.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
If a trumpet reads music written for a C instrument, they're used to a C being written on the staff, and they blow a C, and a B flat actually comes out because they're a B flat instrument.
Right. That's the connection I'm trying to make.
Yeah. So if you want to get a trumpet to play a concert C, you have to write it as a D. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But so when people say like, oh, a B flat box, now you can play with horns, it's not, I don't think, accurate.
That's not accurate.
Yeah, because you're not.
A B flat box, you can play with horns and make their life easier because you're in their C major scale.
Right. Right. But it still means like you can, if you're playing a piece that's in B flat, like a piece that's in that key, because you can only play with so many notes.
Yeah.
You don't have the ability to access the other ones you don't have on the box.
You know what else only has so many notes and is diatonic? A harmonica. But I heard a harmonica player, shit you not, a diatonic harmonica player play one of the key changiest songs I can think of, Giant Steps.
Ugh.
It changes keys like every few beats to very distantly related keys and fast. I heard a diatonic harmonica player bend notes to get all those different keys and play Coltrane's solo.
What?
On diatonic.
On a diatonic harmonica?
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's people that are so good at music.
Dude, it's dumb.
No matter how good you get at music, there's somebody that
You're
just
so
does
good.
something that makes you go,
Like, what?
how?
What is that?
I actually have this set up where I could
Oh, yeah, you could find that.
I could play it for people.
You could.
We'll see if things start to crash.
Yeah, button harmonicas are mechanical, button accordions are mechanical harmonicas. Thank you, Jason. Yes.
Diatonic harmonica.
Did that make sense when I said that? Where I was talking about like it's weird for B flat box to. It doesn't just mean you can play with horns, because Jason plays, so he would know.
Okay. Here's Giant Steps in 5/8 on a C diatonic harmonica.
What? No.
Okay. Can chat hear this?
I can hear it, so I'm gonna guess so.
Yeah.
What? How is that happening?
Yeah, dude, fuck that guy.
What? Yeah, that's not. Who is that? That's nonsense.
I'll later update the description on the video and link to it or something.
Yeah.
I just got it from doing diatonic harmonica Giant Steps. I just Googled that.
That is wild. Who sat down and was just like, you know?
If you subscribe at the premium tier, I will send you the link.
It's so tempting, you guys, you know.
We don't even have anything to subscribe to.
We'll talk at you more, I guess. Is that the key?
Yeah.
We'll talk more or less.
If you keep bullshitting with us in chat, we'll keep doing this.
We'll keep doing this.
Also, we gotta do a Hunter episode.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, you said Jason's in chat. We gotta do a Jason episode. Larry, I know Larry was in chat for a second. We're gonna do a Larry episode. We're gonna have all you guys
all
on.
you guys.
And we're gonna talk about
now,
stuff.
Yeah. So that's the price for being our friend, I guess, is that you've been bullied into joining our project.
Marika from Orchestra Sayir, that I just joined that band. I'm so excited.
It's very exciting.
They're phenomenal musicians and phenomenal humans. I absolutely love them. Both Marika and Larry want to talk about Macomb stuff.
Yeah, come talk about it. Yeah.
I'm
because I know very little about it, and the more I learn about it, the cooler it gets. And I keep wanting to talk to my. I keep liking to blow students' brains about like the idea that the Western system is a system, and they're like, what? It's like, it's a system, but like I don't know enough about the things, so come teach me the things because I want to learn about them.
And like, if you're trying to play a style of music, you should try to think about it in the same kind of theory that it was written in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, if you're trying to learn Macomb music, trying to westernize the theory is just going to hold you back.
How could you even? Because you're using pitches that we don't even have.
Yeah.
Right? You can't.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I was trying to explain that concept of like, because we were talking about being able to hear. Is it a double flat too? Is that right? In between some of the notes we don't have.
I have a bass that bass right there. I don't know if you can see. I'm actually it's a fretless bass, and I'm tying frets on it like a lute in quarter steps.
Mm-hmm.
I can
go get it. It's right behind you.
I will get it. And I'm back. So yeah, this bass here, I'm tying frets on it like a lute. You can see they go all the way around the back of the neck, and they are in quarter steps. So I need more camera angles. Right. We need a button for me.
Jesse needs more buttons,
and we need a button for you. And I think the closest thing we have right now is the hands and the diagram.
Yeah.
So just ignore the diagram for now. This is third big air quotes fret. Right. This is second. This is first. So this is opened and a half. First and a half. Second and a half. Third and a half. Fourth and a half. Fifth. And then you can play the quarter steps that are in the comms. If you're hella white and you want like a good microtone to like start playing to be a little closer to Macomb music, anytime there's a minor third, right? You've got half step, whole step, or whole step, half step, right? The minor third is scale wise is necessarily that or that. If you put that microtone in so that you are bisecting a minor third, so that you're bisecting a minor
There's
third.
So much going on over there right now.
Like that. You've got a half and a quarter. You've got 3/4 of a step and then 3/4 of a step. Let me play it so people can.
Yeah. It is a good cable.
Yeah. This cable has a switch on it. Right there. So it doesn't make any noise unless it's plugged in. So here's open, second fret. Sorry. open 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Or, oh, sorry. There's 1st fret. And you can tell I need to work on this a little bit. 2nd fret, open, 2, 3, open, 1, 3. But in between these 2 frets, I've got this. So this minor 3rd, I can bisect it.
And is that considered? I mean, it shows you how bad I am at knowing these things. But
that maqam, that jints, which I think is the Arabic term for the like maqam snippet, is ushak. Yeah, which is basically minor.
Can you crank it a little bit? Can you push the?
Oh,
there you go. Yeah.
So here's just minor. With that, ooh, I'm out of tune. Let me tune. So here's the minor scale. And then this scale degree 2 is so nice because it makes a 5th of the 5. That's all just European classical theory. But what if you wanted this note to if you've got the flat 7 below, if you wanted to make a really wide, really narrow major 3rd. Right, that note is tempered low like that because it makes that major 3rd between the flat 7 and the 2 more like the just intonation major 3rd. That's I'm in 24 equal temper, and it's actually too low. I would have to bend it up.
Could you even like? I guess it wouldn't even be accurate to think about it like double flat 2s or anything like that, I suppose.
Anyway, I'm if Marika or Larry are in the chat right now.
I think Larry's still here.
Yeah, I probably don't want to embarrass myself anymore. Because they're much more proficient at that stuff than I am. Oh, and we're kind of all over the place. But
yeah, a little bit.
I kind of like that. But yeah, we were talking about transposing instruments.
Yeah.
How did we get to microtones? How did we get there?
I've already forgotten.
You only YOLO once.
right, yep, it's gone. I don't know how we got there. Cool. I don't know. Let's see. Do you guys have any thoughts about anything you want to talk about that we could talk about? You can let us know. Otherwise, we're just gonna like yammer on about whatever happens, which is fine. We'll probably do this for quite a long time, I think.
Oh, earlier I was going to show my favorite Kurt Cobain quote. Are you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not into musicianship at all. I don't have any respect for it. I just hate it. To learn how to read music or understand arpeggios or Dorian modes and all that stuff, it's just a waste of time. It gets in the way of originality.
Oh, Kurt. What a guy.
I hate to say it, but I kind of agree.
You know, I was thinking about this. Though. Like, I think it's cooler to go backwards, because I tend to, with the theory that I know, I rely a lot more heavily than I should a lot of the time on what it does mechanically versus like what the heck sounds nice, which is quite annoying as far as like being able to play things and noodle on stuff without like worrying about where it's going or where it's coming from. I think a lot of the time it's nicer to go the other way and be like, cool, I did a thing. What is the thing that I did? And then how can I replicate that thing? But I don't know.
Yeah, like,
What did you do?
Had a hair tie. I guess I'm just shaggy now.
Yeah, you're Mozarting all over the place.
It's fine. It's whatever.
That's good. Stop it.
Yeah, so many people start learning music theory, me included. I went through this path. I started learning music theory, and I fell in love with music theory because music theory is awesome. And it's this puzzle you get to put together. But you start to think of it as rules. You start to think of it as
handicap.
Yeah, can and can't. This is telling me what I should and shouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like not at all what it's for. It's like theory is there to, when you have something, not even that sounds good, if you have something that sounds away, this is the description of why it sounds that way so that you can learn it and categorize it and recreate it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It gives you a system to recreate things.
Yeah.
Because you learn that stuff because then you break it anyway. Like when I'm teaching jazz charts, I think I told you, I have a student who he's been a classical student, a piano student of mine for a long time. And I decided, I was like, you want to learn jazz now? And he's like, okay. And so I was like, you want to learn anthropology right now? And he's like, what's that? And I'm like, all right, let's learn how to play anthropology for your first jazz tune ever, which was I told him, I was like, I'm going to throw a hard thing at you for fun, and I know it's hard, and you get to deal with it.
Classical, there's this huge division between the people. I mean, there didn't used to be, but today, now that it's kind of this preservist attitude, this was a thing that happened and we need to keep it going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now there's this like division between the composer and the performer. The composer's like, I put on paper exactly how I want it to sound. And then the performer's all about like, play this accurately. There is a right and wrong.
Yeah.
Which, coming from classical, makes jazz really difficult because that's not at all what jazz is like.
Right.
Like there's much less of a right and wrong.
Well, and I don't know if any of you guys got a lot of classical theory, but like I did not like trying to learn classical theory. I absolutely hated it. I was just like, this is not my jam. I don't understand how to apply this. I don't know why this is important. Like, and the thing was that nobody could explain it to me when I asked about it. It was just like, so like, what's the point? And they're like, it's like, that doesn't help me. And so that's part of the reason that I like gravitated towards jazz so much, is that it had a lot more built-in freedoms to it. And when I listened to the people talking about the theory, I was like, oh, that makes complete sense why it would do this. Or like, I can understand what the forms are doing and I know where that's coming from. And I can use that to recreate it. When they're talking about me about counterpoint, and I'm like, okay.
But like back in the day, like, have you learned figured bass at all?
No.
So figured bass is basically, we have, how do I describe it? It's bass notes and it's intervals above a bass note. Okay. So if you had, it'll just say a 6. And you're supposed to know that means first inversion, because a C chord in first inversion, right? C, E, G, you put that C on the top. Mm-hmm. It's E, G, C. And then that E to that C makes a 6.
That's a 6.
Yeah. So there's
And
like,
how is that written
and
down?
there's like a 3/4, and there's like all of these. See,
What does that look like?
I need a button that lets me bring up an image
Yeah, yeah.
on the fly, that lets me just Google stuff and show it to people. Anyway, there, you're rigorously taught, like, you go to school and you learn these Bach chorales, and you write the soprano and you write the bass and you fill in the alto and the tenor, and there's all these rules about, oh, no parallel fifths, and like you write like all the figured bass of all these chord inversions and stuff. But back in the day, there used to be melodies with figured bass, and they were jazz charts. They were improvised. The organ player or whatever would read these charts that had figured bass, and people would improvise counterpoint on the fly.
Yeah.
Right? So it used to be so much more like jazz than it is today, and then it just got more preservist and more preserved. And 100 years from now, people are going to be listening back to Coltrane. Already it happened. People listen back to Coltrane and Miles Davis, and they're like, if you want to sound like this era of jazz, these are the licks to learn, and this is the timbre to have, and this is the way to do it. It's this preservist thing, when at the time,
right,
it was exciting and it was living and it was happening. It was like, and then people always look down on
they do.
On the most exciting things at the time in their moments. A lot of times, the album Giant Steps had really poor reviews when it was really
yeah, because it was weird.
Yeah.
It came out and people were like, what is this? What's happening here?
And you think about, like, what is the art today that, like, people look down on, like graffiti artists and stuff like that. Like, those are the people that are actually doing something that is living and evolving and contemporary. 100 years from now, people are going to be like, okay, if you want to make a balloon, letters look like balloons. Here's the rules. No parallel fifths.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, I don't know. You could think about it like it comes from the want to be able to replicate something.
Yeah.
Because, like, so my weird thing, for those of you who don't know, so I play the piano for improv musical teams. That's my weird gig job I have.
So awesome.
It's weird. So I'm an improviser, and I'm also a comedic, like, stage improviser, and I'm a musician. And so a lot of the time I spend a lot of my weird practice time just picking apart stuff and being like, okay, if someone's like, play disco, I have to be like, what's disco sound like? Like, I mean, I know what it sounds like, but it's like, what are the things, what's a progression I can use that I can steal from something else and then replicate it and then keep it in a pocket when someone yells, play disco, and it's like, okay, here's Mamma Mia for you. I don't know, like, and the reason why we recognize those things that way, because as we know, like, a lot of progressions are progressions. They're not really doing much differently aside from your rhythm is changing and sometimes your instrumentation is changing. And especially, like, as a pianist, when I'm doing that kind of weird stuff, I find that comes up a lot, where it's just like, okay, like, if you don't know, you don't know. And if you do know, you're like, hey, that's the same chord progression you played before. Right? And well, all you can do to change it, if you're doing the same stuff, is to make your rhythms different and to put your beats in different places, or, like, and so I spend a lot of weird time picking apart music that way, just so I can be like, here's what that kind of thing sounds like when somebody yells it at me from an audience. Which is, like, the worst. If you ever have somebody who's like, play Michael Jackson, play rap? I hate that one. Play rap.
Dude, I would love that one.
On a piano? On just a piano?
Dude, the like, there's these notes on bass that a lot of people find pretty useless. So you've got, if you take a note and play that note low on a high string or high on a low string, they've got very different timbres. So how do we, there we go. See, I need a way to do this, get this shot without bringing the diagrams in. But anyway, here's G, as long as I can make it. Here's the same G but a little shorter. Here's the same G higher up on a lower string. Ooh. Oh no, the intonation's
A little weird.
Yeah, but anyway. Right. This is that same G. So this note.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to set the intonation. It's
Yeah,
intonating a little sharp,
It's a little funky.
but like if you go
Yeah.
right?
Sure. Yeah.
That like kind of like super warm round.
But see, you need a hi-hat. See, here's the thing. Is that to have like, okay, I will say, yeah. The stuff I do use, I have a lick. I have one lick that I use every time someone's like, play rap. I'm like, okay. Like, yeah.
Got a Fairmont. Get the fuck up.
Ding, ding, ding.
Simon says, get the fuck up.
But people are improvising on top of you. So you also have to be like, I'm laying down here.
You just look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Just start rapping.
It's me now.
You just leave the whole show behind. All the improvisers are like, what's
It's my show. It's mine now. That would go over really well.
I would absolutely murder to get my hair tie back. It's somewhere in my in-ear monitors or hoodie.
It's probably wrapped around the back of it somewhere over there.
Oh yeah.
I can't tell what you did. Or maybe it's in your hair. Is it in your hair?
Oh, yeah, I don't
I don't know. Yeah. Uh-huh. Cool.
Dude, Liz, we've been at this 2 hours.
Whoa. That's crazy. And you guys like watched us and stuff. Thank you. That's pretty cool of you. You guys
Thank you. I'm sorry. And thank you.
I hope it was fun. We had fun.
What is the reasonable?
I have no idea. I mean, let's see, what time is it now? It's almost 11.
Oh yeah, we're a minute away from having gone 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean,
At some point, we got to say like that was successful, or that was as successful.
That was as
as it's
successful as
going to
we
be.
thought it could be.
That's as successful as it was going to be this time.
I see. Yeah, I mean, we could cap it. We could not.
We still have people in chat. There's still people watching.
I think so. Do you guys have anybody who's still there? You guys have any things you want us to talk about? Just curious. Because we could keep going.
We eventually we're gonna get it so that we're capturing the Discord audio so that we can I can just ring people on Discord. One of our friends is on stream watching and wants to chime in about some concept. We can just be like, ring.
Be like, hello.
Yeah, that's on the way. I just have to. It's an absolute Rube Goldberg machine. Setting up all the audio.
See all this business that he's got hooked up over here. It is, there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
I think we could probably.
Yeah, let's call it.
Let's see. Oh, Jason's still here though.
Oh,
Jason, what do you want to talk about? I don't know. We're kind of doting around. Talk about whatever you want. Guys, listen to music. Guys,
yeah, let's call it.
Yeah. Okay.
We had a good 2 hours. Let's leave them wanting more. Or wanting, however
wanting
much
something
they want at this point.
We have to write a jingle. We should
leave them not wanting any less than they want right now.
We should hold a contest to see who wants to write our jingle with us. We need a jingle. We need a dumb jingle.
I want to get, so there's polyrhythm and there's polymeter, right? Polyrhythm is when let's say you have a beat and you're in 4/4 and you can fit 2/8 notes or 4/16 notes in it, and you squish 5 notes in there. That's a quintuplet, right? That's polyrhythm. Cycling rhythms are, some people call them polymeter, where, you know, if I said like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
2, 3, 4. With my fingers, I'm counting to 3 over and over, but with my voice, that's polymeter. So I've been working on doing polyrhythm and polymeter at the same time.
Ooh, okay.
So, like, if I have this beat, I could have a quintuplet, hippopotamus, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, right? So we're in like 4/4, hippopotamus, 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 hippopotamus. But then taking those quintuplets and dividing up every 3 beats of them and playing something that repeats every 3. So so the first note of the quintuplet isn't always the first note of the repeating phrase. So I've been toying around with writing some theme songs where it does polyrhythm and polymeter at the same time.
Jesus.
So 2 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1. I'm going 1 2 3 1 2 3 in my hands, but it's 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1.
Oh my god. There you go. There's the taste of that theme song that's coming for you. That's kind of metal. I kind of dig that.
But music theory slumber party is in phrases of 4. So we could have quintuplets cycling a melody in 3s with lyrics cycling in 4s.
Oh. That's kind of cool.
And then if I played it on my microtonal 31 fret mean tone guitar, we could put it over chord changes that like do a comma push, where we're in C and then we modulate to up a major third to E, and we modulate up a major third to G sharp, and then we modulate up a major third to B sharp. B sharp is C on a normal guitar.
Called Scotch snaps.
But on that 31 guitar, B sharp and C are 2 frets that are really close to each other, but not.
Is that what that's called? But Scotch snaps? What they said? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one.
I don't know.
Yeah. You can tell us. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. We should call it though, I think.
I absolutely love you guys.
You guys rock so hard. Thank you so much.
You hung out with us and chatted with us, and it means the world to me. It was really wonderful.
It was really cool. You guys are really cool. And thank you. And we'll do more of these, and we'll bother all of you guys to come on there and hang out with us and do them too.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys are invited to come hang out.
You just have to deal with this very, very warm room. It's very warm in here.
Let's give the room some credit. It's a normally warm room with a very hot light in it.
Very hot light in it. True.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Let's see. How do I end?
How do we end it? Oh, no.
End stream. And